looking out of the gun. Cousins. He's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They'll go to P-Rod, trying to pound it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Second down, Bridgewater. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he finds Cook. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Here's Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going to run. It's McKinnon going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone go forward, down.
They start on the ground with Pirine. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
To throw, Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of down. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Cousins a handoff. This is Pirine. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
Cousins now on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An update from Buffalo. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Here's McNichols. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out comes Minnesota. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, D'Angelo Hall. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Second down, Cousins. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Cook. They find some open field here. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction. Remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. And this one is incomplete. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So out now come the Redskins. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now. And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run again with Pirine. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down throw for Cousins. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now the 4th-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Two yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. A toss to Cook. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First down, here's Cousins. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Wide. Hey. You got three down.
Let's 50, you ready?
Check, crunch.
Let's 50.
Switch.
Hey, can.
On second down, Cousins again. Airing one out for Crowder. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
On third down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete as well. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Second down and 4.
Watch tight end. Set. 90. Set.
Throwing, Bridgewater. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. They pitch it out to Cook. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
But these guys are going to chomp into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Again, here's P-Ryan. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Cousins gives this to P-Ryan. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
You got him! You got him! You got it!
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins now from the 50. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Let's go!
Cook. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Here's Cousins. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's McNichols. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. That's pulled in at the 32. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montravius Adams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go. Luke with the 8. Luke with the 4. Tagger. Fourth.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Bridgewater on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Cousins on first down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a carry for P-Ryan. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And it's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got room. Look at the dance and the juke. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Let's go. Wait,
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. From the gun, Bridgewater. He finds Coleman. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That one good for 14 yards. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. 3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. Now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Let's go.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. Screen play, McKinnon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So the D-line's going to spread out. The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's Pirine. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Cousins now. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They are in the 4th in Buffalo, and it was the Saints that wound up winners in that one. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. A little juke. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work out it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional 1st down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Redskins, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Vikings,
They'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.